Okay, welcome back. This is the second video. It is simply a video to see the indicators and their settings and how to set them up. So what you do is you open a normal chart. Here I believe this is the Nifty chart. So just delete everything. On indicators, when you go here, you will see something called an invite only. If you click on invite only, you will see the indicators which I already have given you access. The indicator names start with QG. So these are the indicators. Option Greeks is obviously an open indicator. Forget that. Rest 4 you will have access. Let's start one by one. Let's start with this QG straddle charts. If I click this is what I get. It is showing me an error. Now if you see this red, it's a runtime error, means the script code is wrong. So I will go to this settings. If you just take your mouse on the indicator name, you will find settings out here. Yeah, option code is BSX. BSX is basically the Sensex code. So I want to look at Nifty. Expiry day tomorrow, Thursday, is 17th, month is 7, year is 25, strike differential is 50. That is Nifty options are at 50 point strike differential. And I want to look at, let us say, 25 200, 25 200, right? Click on OK. You should have the straddle chart at the bottom. Now this is how your indicator, this is how your indicator has been set up. The reason you have these two things out here is, let us say I want to look at the 400 call and let's say I want to look at the 300 call and the 100 strangle. That will also be plotted. So this straddle chart indicator can actually be used to plot a straddle or a strangle, correct? Only these things needs to be changed. It will automatically run on. Now this strikes which you have chosen for the straddle, this strikes will not change unless you manually change it. Otherwise it is showing you the 25 200 straddle. So this is how this indicator works. You will see the implied future out here. You will see the stop loss as per this red line. You will see the straddle value and what is the ATM strike which is being calculated as of now. So this is all there is to the indicator. Let us go to the next indicator. Next indicator is the straddle trend. Now the reason I'm showing these two indicators first is basically they were there in this course from last September. Now when you start this indicator, there's a blue screen which is coming here. Click anywhere on the charts. This is needed for technical purpose. The value should be close to the current actual price of the underlying. Then click settings on the indicator to put appropriate values. So this is your current value. I click out here. Again, you have an error out here. This Nifty 50. Okay, this was the last expiry. So this is 7. Correct? If you save this as default, it will automatically become like this. Now, how this is to be interpreted is in the third video, which I will upload tomorrow. But this is how the indicator comes into play. Now, let us see the last two indicators. One is the loading straddle. The difference is, okay, when you click this, first you will get something like this, which is called confirm inputs. Last traded price, you can put anything here. I am putting in 25 200. Click on apply. This is your indicator. If you get an error, what you do is go to settings, Nifty, expiry date 25/07/17. 25 is year, 07 is month, 17 is date. Strike step 50, last traded price is 25 200. Level tick size is normal, calculated bar is 300. Now, the reason this comes into play is this ATM strike which you see, this straddle, is kind of automatically calculated. Let us say today when the market started, somewhere around 9:30 Nifty was at 25 150 or something, right? So let us just change this to 25 100. Okay, let us click replay. I'm just trying to show you what is the difference with the other straddle chart which I showed. Now remember, here the last traded price which I entered was 25 100, but this is automatically picking up the straddle at 25 150, correct? Whatever is the ATM, because Nifty, if you see out here, is quoting at 25 157. So the 25 100 which I gave as input is just to make it understand where we are trading. It will pick up the ATM automatically. Let us proceed. I will actually try to replicate an error if it comes. What you will see is at 9:15 it picked up 150. This is where the ATM changed. Now the moment the ATM will change, this will give you a mark, and here you will get the commentary. Let us see. Keep a watch on this implied. As this implied goes to 200 or 100, the ATM will change. Yes. See, the ATM changed to 200 on this bar. At 11:50, ATM changed to 200. So this particular indicator is basically rolling ATM straddle. So whatever the ATM is, it is plotting the straddle of that part. Now, if you get an error out here by any chance, then what you need to do is just increase this calculated bar by some amount. And this indicator will be plotted once again. See, it went to 250. No, did not go to 250. 200 is there. Yeah. Nifty went up. ATM shifted to 25,250 at 2 o'clock. See. Again to 200, day ends. So the first straddle chart which we saw was basically fixed straddle, or you can use that for a strangle. And this is the rolling ATM straddle which you need to trade. So if you started at 25,100 and continued to switch, your straddle value actually decreased. There was some cost involved in this switching, but more or less you would have been in the right track. So this is your third indicator. Let us come to the last indicator, which is regime quantifier. Here also it will ask you for a last traded price. No, it won't. The settings out here is script code, expiry date 25/07/17, strike strip is 50, last traded price, let's say it's 200, risk free. Okay, then let me show this to you. 25/100, 25/7/17, calculated bar 300. Fine. Now if I press on replay, okay. So the ATM strike in the morning which is being picked up is 25/200. See, 25/150, the ATM strike automatically changed. So this IV which you are seeing on this particular indicator is always the ATM IV, correct? And the ATM is chosen dynamically and it is continuously getting changed. So just like the rolling straddle, here the ATM is also automated. And if you do get an error, what did I say? Just change the calculated bars. That's it. So these are the settings of the indicators. Ideally, on an expiry day when you are trading, you should have 3 indicators on your chart. I need the rolling straddle and I need the straddle trend. So if you just click this, it will go up. Yeah. So my chart settings will be something like this. I will have the ATM rolling straddle at the top panel, the IVRQ, IV regime quantifier on the second panel, and this particular thing, the straddle trend indicator on the last panel. So this template is something which I'm going to use. Now this is the rolling straddle if you are trading a straddle. If you are trading a strangle, rather than this rolling straddle, use the standard straddle indicator where a strangle can be plotted. This is how the 4 indicators should be used. At any point of time, 3 indicators should be on your chart. One is either the straddle or the strangle. Second is the IV analytics. And third is the straddle trend. This is how the indicators need to be set up. Simple. Just practice it. I am not showing you how to use the indicators today because a lot of people are still getting activations. So tomorrow expiry date try to get comfortable with the indicators and just see what is happening. Post market, I will make a video on how the expiry day progressed and how the indicators could have been used. So rather than theory, you will see a practical example of how an expiry is being traded. So after you see that tomorrow, I guess it will be clear to everyone. So from Friday, you can start observing this, and from Monday to Friday next week, you can see the full demo being comfortable with all these. By tomorrow evening and day after tomorrow, I will input the videos which will teach you how to use this particular indicators. Okay, that's all for now on this video. Thank you.